Fancy seeing you here. I'm back! I'm so excited. So I was gone because I had Miss Rona. Miss Rona came by. She wanted to vacation with me. I said no. She pushed my boundaries and stayed anyway. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. Not to discount or invalidate anyone else's experiences with coronavirus because it kills people, but I will say this, my experience was extremely mild, and I credit that 1,000% to the vaccines that I have. I'm double vaccinated. I got the Johnson & Johnson, and then they took it off the market for whatever reason, so I was like a little nervous. And then I went ahead and got both doses of Pfizer, and I got exposed on Wednesday. Flash forward to Saturday. I started to feel really bad. My throat, it was just my throat that felt really bad. And then I got put on precautionary leave from work, which I'm still on. I'm in the process of being approved to come back to work. And then I got my positive test result on Monday. Today is the following Monday, a week later, and I tested negative, which is amazing. So I got over it within a week. Or a little over a week, but my symptoms were I had a sore throat. That was the worst of it. Saturday through Monday, I had a sore throat. It really hurt to speak, to swallow. Every single time I swallowed, it really hurt. And then I felt fatigued, and then I was sneezing a little bit, and I had some mucus, but that was it. It was extremely mild. Shout out to the group of people that made the vaccine. It really does work, and you should be vaccinated and wear your mask. And for those of you who have been going to the club without a mask, I peep these things and I notice, and that's why I'm distancing myself from you. You know, when you get sick, it affects your mental health. Because my case was so mild, I felt like I was able to retain my mental health, and honestly, this whole experiencing having corona and not being able to do anything, basically, it recentered me, and I really needed it. I was so scared that I was going to go into another depression. I was really worried because most of the times when I get sick, I lose my appetite, first of all, and that did happen. I lost my appetite, and when I'm depressed, I just have no appetite, so it's like twice as bad. But this time I was able to manage it, and all of that alone time that I spent really helped me recenter and focus on my spiritual practice and my mental health. And I feel so much better. I got back into journaling. I got back into meditation. I did a puzzle. I could not tell you the last time I did a puzzle. It was probably like when I was 10. Of course, I was watching anime. I finished season 1 of Demon Slayer. I'm currently going through Code Geass, which is on Netflix. Both of them are on Netflix. And by the way, this is more like a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm not going to be talking about the makeup as much, if at all, but I will leave all the products that I'm using in the description. So 2022, here we are. Started off the year getting COVID, but I'm feeling really grateful. I'm feeling really blessed. Jupiter's in Pisces right now, my sign. I'm a Pisces sun, rising, and Mercury, and I'm feeling way more confident. Like I said, I've gotten back on top of my spiritual practice. I'm doing it every single day, and it really does make me feel better about myself. I'm back on my path. I'm finding my purpose again. I'm feeling more like myself. Can you guys hear Banks choosing violence? Also, I would like to point out my skin, because Those of you who are on my other social media know that I've struggled with acne for the past 2.5 years. I have Nexplanon. If you don't know what Nexplanon is, it's this little plastic implant they put in your arm. Mine ran out November of 2020, and obviously it was like mid-pandemic. I didn't have health insurance at the time, so I wasn't able to replace it, and I noticed that once my birth control ran out, my acne came back full force. She was ready. She had a vengeance. She was like, you will not silence me this time. So I booked an appointment to get it replaced. I'm getting it replaced in 2 weeks. I'm so excited. All of this that's going on, I really do believe that it's hormonal acne. I wear SPF, I moisturize. I never miss my skincare routine. I talked about it in my last video. I literally never miss. I need to stop. When I'm on Nexplanon, when it's in full effect, my period stops. And it's so nice. It lasts for 3 years. The 3 years I had it, period. Who is she? Don't know her. Didn't show up for work. So I went ahead and I finished my eyes and did my eyebrows off camera. This is what we're looking like. I did a cool toned eyeshadow look using the Gone Matte palette from Colourpop. I will be doing uploading a review on this very soon, so keep an eye out on that. But I wanted to talk to you guys about some things that happened since my last video that I'm really excited about. First off, the one that's just been on the forefront of my mind, I got tickets to see Billie Eilish in April! Ah! Like, I literally scream every time. She's one of my favorite artists. I've been going on walks every single day around the lake that's right next to my house. It's one go around is 1 mile, so I try to do at least 2 rounds, and I will insert a clip, my favorite video that I've taken in my time of just walking around there. I go around 4:30 and I just watch the sunset, and there's always a bunch of couples or someone with their baby, a lot of people with dogs. I've been listening to a new guided meditation by Sam Harris. I'll link it down below. The way he approaches meditation is you are an observer. Your thoughts are not you. Especially intrusive thoughts. Anxiety is not you. You are within yourself, within this body, but you are just simply observing what is happening, and it brings a sense of peace. Good God, Armani, what kind of packaging is this? I'm trying out the Luminous Silk Multi-Purpose Glow Concealer by Armani. I know, so fancy, but it's a sample. Yeah, it just provides me so much peace because I'm a Cancer moon. Need I say anything else? So I used to be the type of person that it was really hard to get over things. When someone hurt me, I would just feel like so much resentment towards them. I don't know about this shade. Overall, because like I was saying before, I have been more diligent and more disciplined in self-care. And by self-care, I'm really not talking about like getting your nails done or taking a shower. The internal self-care is what I'm really focusing on now, and it has helped me so much. When something happens that I don't like, when someone does something that disrespects my boundaries, I'm allowing myself fully to be upset in the moment, and then I forgive them, or I forgive the situation. Forgiveness is something that I've been researching on and focusing on for the past 2 years, and it's changed me for the better, for sure. It should not be that difficult to open a package. Forgiveness is not for them. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is so that you can move on. Forgiveness is so that you can create more space for what really matters in your life. I like to talk things through, especially if someone hurts me. I like to talk to that person directly. That allows me to start the healing process. What I like to do in circumstances like these is I visualize the person in my head. I like to visualize them in front of me, and I say, things didn't work out between us, or things didn't go how I wanted them to, but I still wish you love and happiness. I still hope that things work out for you. I still hope that you're happy. I hope that you're healing. I hope that you get everything that you need and you desire in your life. Listen, I know there's going to be a lot of you that are like, I can't do that. I don't have it in me to do that. I used to feel exactly how you do. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Don't feel bad that you don't have the skill set, or you're just not in the place to forgive somebody or something that happened to you. It took me years. It took me, I would say, at least 3 years to get to this point. I forgive people all the time, and it doesn't have to be to their face. It can just be you, me, myself, and I, that you forgive them. But what that allows you to do is that feeling of anger or resentment or sadness, whatever it is that you're holding inside you, when you forgive somebody, it releases that emotion and it gets it out of your body and creates space. Space that we can fill with love, space that we can fill with food. But we all need space. If we're always filled up. This, by the way, Light Lock fluid from About Face Beauty is the only real thing in this world. It is the utter and absolute truth. And every single time I've worn makeup, it's been this. And you'll get there. You will. I did. And I used to be the bitch that would hold a fucking grudge. I used to be the bitch that could, I'm changing the narrative. That's like one of my sayings. One of the things that I live by is changing the narrative, that, you know, what was written, what has been said before doesn't always have to be said again. Doesn't always have to continue. You realize that everyone has hurt somebody. I have hurt somebody. You have hurt somebody before. That doesn't mean not hold people accountable. Those are two very different things. It's more peaceful and it's easier for you to move on and to heal when you realize they didn't hurt me because of me. They hurt me because of them. You deserve grace, and that person does too. We're all floating on this big ass rock in a universe that expands 5 billion times every second. We are so small. Like, when we make a mistake or we say something that's embarrassing, in our heads, we might be like, oh my God, like, how am I ever gonna get over this? Like, I'm so embarrassed, I'm so ashamed. That's our ego talking. Our ego thinks that we're bigger than we are. Our ego thinks that our actions are bigger than they are. Another thing that happened while I was away, as you can see, I have my music set up, and I started making music again. I started producing music again, and I'm holding back the tears a little bit because college, it changed my relationship with music. I couldn't write music. I didn't write music for a year. And now, end of 2021 into 2022, I got back into writing music because I felt like, okay, I gave myself time, I gave myself the space that I needed, and I moved out of a toxic living situation. I'm living in my own space now, and I have a setup that I enjoy, and that made a world of a difference. And now my relationship with music is back into being passionate, creative, a bunch of ideas, excitement, like just pure joy. All of college, I was told, you need to do this in a certain amount of time by this deadline. And that is not how creativity works. That is not natural or organic. I sit down because I genuinely want to, and I'm excited, and I have something to say, and I have emotions that I want to get out to portray through music, and it feels so good. I am really passionate about art and how I feel and what I believe in, and YouTube allows me to do that, and I enjoy it so much. And even though a lot of people aren't watching my videos right now, have a small audience, I don't care. If one person watches this, it'll have been worth it. My logic is, in a couple of years, 2-3 years down the line, who knows how big my channel will be, who knows how many people will watch, who knows how many opportunities and events and sponsorships and collaborations that I will have done or will be doing a couple years down the line, and that makes me really excited. The makeup is done. In conclusion, I'm back. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really excited. Have a lot of ideas, have a lot of things that I'm going to be filming that you'll be seeing soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for everyone that watches and supports me. I love you so, so much. I'm sending you so much love and light. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.